We're gonna try and be live again. Looks like there was an issue with the stream. Um, Give me a second here. So we'll see if anybody can join. Says I'm live in my email. Says we're live up here. What's up, Kevin? Hey, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to the stream. It just kind of kicked us off, I guess. So that's weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems to be working again. All right. Well, I've had some decent trades. See if I can pop them back up. There we go. Okay, so ETF, we've been working out of this hole that we got into over in this section, and we've done a pretty decent job of getting out so far. Apex, same situation. Apex, we're only trading micro today. Running the resistance there, the 50 EMA on the 20-second chart, which is right at around 48.60. Let's see how far away we are from the 200 moving average. 200 moving average is dropping below the VWAP, so this looks decent for a potential trend reversal here, maybe about 8:30. Probably sooner, like 8:15, but I'm just trying to be conservative with it. So TTM, or not TTM, I'm sorry, but 250 are very diverged at the moment. Up at 55, down at 49. So about a $6 difference. Obviously, I know those are, I just rounded, but you know. Take a look at this on the 3-minute chart. I think now what I want to see is so we're actually on the 200 moving average on the 3-minute chart. What I want to see now is a yellow candle close on the 3-minute side. And this candle closes at 8:15. So at 8:15 we'll have a new candle. But we're getting some flashes of yellow on it now. Pulling back to 47. If we get a yellow candle here, I think that we'll have a real chance at testing 50. What up, Tiny? I don't know what happened to the stream. It just kicked it, I guess. It doesn't notify me if it kicks it either. It's just, I'm just like, oh, everyone left, you know? We have pretty small viewership at this particular point in time too. So, you know, if I am trading to or streaming to like 0 people, it doesn't actually shock me. So, you know, obviously I'd like us to get to like 100 or 200 people, like members in the audience, in the community, you know, but I think we may still be a ways out from that. I think we got more participants when we emailed every day. So on the 20-second chart, I'm just gonna wait for the 912 cross, and hopefully we actually do. Like, I'd like to actually see the 35 cross, but on the 3-minute chart, I'm gonna wait for this red to yellow move if it happens. I think that that's really gonna be one of the biggest factors to this, like, to actually identifying this trend reversal. And right now, we're just pulling back. So, we just a quick update since I know that you guys missed some of this. So the Apex account that we lost about $30 in, we made back about 27 so far. So we're down $3 there. The Elite Trader funding side, I don't know if you guys saw every trade, but we did lose out on like 2 trades. I'll just go pull my numbers up. We lost out on like 2 trades that were kind of larger losses. Yeah, there it is. 2 trades at 2 contracts. But we did take a loss at 250. And so we had 2 kind of really big losses. There's a loss of 175 and a loss of 250. Our gains have been 75, 75, and 37.50. So, you know, our gross P&L right now, our total profit is negative 187.50 at the moment, but obviously we have fees and other factors there. Actually, that's, where's our gross P&L? There it is, 237.50. So we have 3 winners and 2 losers. Our average winning trade right now is like 62.50. So we have to boost up our average. So I think if we can, I think, you know, if we have the opportunity, like I might go for like a 5-tick trade, because we did get a 5-tick trade on Apex side. I think that it's reasonable to consider that a 5-tick trade could happen soonish. There is a decent amount of momentum in the day. 5 minutes still on pullback. Everything's on pullback now. I think this 47 to 50 area is going to be support. But if you notice, the 50 moving average on the 5 is still on approach towards the 200 cross down. And the same goes for the 3-minute side, which is getting yellow candle. We'll see if it closes on a yellow. It's very important that it actually does the close on a yellow. I'm going to jump over to the 20-second chart, and I'm going to try to wait for that 912 crossover that has been eluding me all day, because I've been taking trades beforehand, because we're getting these rips, and then the crossovers are happening very delayed today, which happens sometimes. Usually they're very accurate, but occasionally they're just really delayed. I want to see a pullback to like 47, but that's not going to happen. So I should have just taken the dang trade. Hesitation. Cyan switch there. 9 is above the 12. Gonna get the, so distracting. Setting and join the bid there at 48, which I missed the entry. It did pull back, so we did get an entry there. Looking to get out at 49.25. I'm taking this trade based off the 912 cross and the TTM Cyan switch stack up, and I'm in 3 contracts. I'm going for 5 ticks on Elite Trader funding side. Got a double top there at 49. I'm looking to get out at 49.25. Triple top there on the 20-second chart at 49.
Order filled.
There we go. That filled us. We are now down 122.54. Good comeback so far. Our lowest point of the day was at like down like 450. So good comeback so far. We're gonna keep going. I'm thinking 830 for the run back up towards VWAP. That's my thoughts. Is 830. We straight up like got that at the peak. That's awesome. Gonna jump to the okay. So this is good. 3-minute side actually closed with a yellow candle. It's not the most confirmation in the world, but it is a pretty solid point of confirmation. So it's I think this area here looks reasonable to go for 5 ticks in a bit. Dang, had to be messing with the ticks, didn't I? Missed it. There we go. There's a nice pullback. Shouldn't have taken it off. Bumping up to 48, which is a little more than I want. Filled. Okay, so I'm in 2 contracts of the micro. I'm looking to get out of 49.25 again, which is actually the peak of this. But that's okay. We may get a small pullback here. There's a blue candle, so I'm not like keen to enter this yet. And I should have held that out for 47.50. So basically, I'm looking for 5 ticks. I'm looking for a move up to that 49.25. I'm looking for this 3-minute to stay on confirmation. But we went from 8.9 to 8.1. That's pretty strong confirmation. This could just be a 3-minute pullback. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart and see what's happening there. I want to see a cyan switch on the 1-minute chart. The other thing I want to see on the 1-minute chart is the 912 cross. Very important that we get both those. So I'm going to be watching this 1-minute chart now to see if we actually get both these indicators. I want this indicator to go cyan and this one to be 912. Very close on a 1226. And we'll take a look at the 20-second chart. We're basically jumping back and forth between 3 charts now. So 50 is at 48 and the 200 is at 52.85. So these have come together a lot since we last looked at it. Pulled together back about another $1.50. Currently down $10 in this micro trade. Pulling back up to break even.
Order filled.
Join the bid there. Might be a mistake. I'm basically averaging, lowering my cost basis, but also at the same time increasing my risk. And it looks like it might be a mistake because this 912 crossover didn't happen. Cyan switch is also a little further away. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that.
Order filled.
Might have just failed. No, we didn't. Trailing max still at $20, but really close. Glad I waited on the ETF side. ETF is we're about $1,000 away from getting back to break even. Which is always unfortunate, but not trying to enter a trade. That was just an accident. So 9 is below 12 on 1226 crossover to the downside. Honestly, I might take a short here. It seems like a bad decision. We're on approach till 8:30. It's 8:25 at the moment, and we're getting a massive surge up. Looks like I should have just held through the pullback. I think it would have made it on AVAX side. I think I filled at the bottom. So, not going to take a trade here yet. I'm going to wait for this cross, but I might be waiting in vain because I might actually miss the opportunity. All the crossovers and everything are so close together that I have to zoom in like super close to see everything, and that's pretty frustrating. 9 is above 12. There is 1 second left in this candle. 9's above 12, but the crossover on the 26th didn't happen. So I didn't take that trade for that reason. What a methodical day. Like, very methodical. Like, must be very consistent with the strategy. Yeah, you're right. The pullbacks have been multiple minutes today, which has been kind of tricky in terms of the trading. But I will say that, well, I'm going to look at 845, by the way, just because, like, the 200 is on approach to the 50. The 50 is basically running flat, which is good for a trend reversal. I'd like to see it move upward, but even flat is fine. While the 200 continues to push down, in my opinion, pretty quickly. It's dropping about 10 cents every 20 seconds. So it's dropping about 30 cents a minute. So if we look at that at 30 cents a minute, and we're trying to get to around 48, we're at 52 right now. We need to go down about $4. So 4 divided by 0.3, so about 13 minutes or so. That puts us right around the 15-minute mark. I appreciate that, actually, Tiny. Like, actually, this is actually a really good compliment. Because genuinely, my hope is that I'm helping somebody else with this content here, with what we're creating and any of the trade strategies that we talk about and whatnot. So, might be trying for the previous low of 41.43. Dude, do you have a previous low stuff written on your chart? Because I don't know if I saw one on Trade-Away. Back up to the previous close of 41.53. Only guess. Yeah, 41.53 seems like a very reasonable, in my opinion, line in the sand. That's basically VWAP. So I was right on that short there that I mentioned. I guess I should have taken it. I think it's pretty evident and obvious that I don't feel as comfortable shorting as I do going long. Even though there's huge amounts of potential in shorting, like crazy amounts of potential, but the moves feel a lot more unreliable to me. And so I think that really just comes down to development of strategy and a lot of confidence building. I think I would want to paper trade for a while, going short and short only, and not get distracted by longs. My hands have been so dry in the last couple of days. That's a lot of buy volume there on that candle. You guys see that? That's a ton of buy volume coming in. Okay. This might be a little bit of a risk, but I'm considering taking 2 contracts for 5 ticks based off that buy volume. I think that was the entry. I'm going to cut this and see if I can actually get an entry on this. Tried to get in at 47. Just struggling to get into it. Yeah, so that was a very nice charge up. I should have bought it when I said the buy volume there. Man, just hard to get that fill. That was a very nice trade. Note to self, when you see that level of buy volume, just buy. A lot of sell-off now. Watch out for rejection right here.
Order filled.
Okay, so we got an entry on Apex side. What this is on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, so we have Cyan switch on the 1 minute chart, and so I'm gonna jump over here to ETF side, and I'm gonna look to join the bid right. Actually, not here. 9 is above 12. We don't have very much room, so if we fail on the Apex, we fail on Apex. But I'm just gonna let it ride.
Order filled.
Join the big long, 3 contracts going for 5 ticks on ETF side, and we are pulling back. ETF has 848 available on. Yikes. Looking for a move up to 48 and a quarter. Nine is still below 12 on the 1 minute side. Back up at almost break even on this trade on ETF side. 47 is resistance, which was our entry point, unfortunately. I want to see this push up towards like 48, 48.50. Our exit intended is 48 and a quarter. This did pull up to 47.75. Let's get this 912 crossover on the 1 minute side, dude. I'm gonna put this sell order at 47.50. Just because.
Order filled.
Okay, so that was actually really nice that we got out on that. So on this guy here, our entry was 47.50. So I don't really think that I have the opportunity necessarily to get out with much profit, because we got this cooling candle here. That's crazy that we actually didn't fail on this. Might happen here though. Shit. Oh dang. Hopefully it just pops back up to like 48, and then, you know, if it wants to reject after that, then go ahead. But pop back up and just fill the order. I'm glad I took that other profit at 47.50. Still waiting on the 1 minute cross. That did come up back up to break even almost. Just waiting for it to actually fill, but it didn't. There's only 5 seconds left in this candle. We're very close to a 1226
Order
cross.
filled.
There's a. Oh, this was. So first off, I'm glad that worked. We're down 34.56 on Apex. But second off, the 1 minute side pulled in a red candle. Let's take a look at the 3. I'm gonna just jump back into the charts for a second. What up, Juan? The NQ is fighting, breaking below the 13,000 mark. Yo, let's check that out. By the way, if y'all chilling, hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe. It actually genuinely does help the channel grow. I don't know if you guys know this, but it really does help the YouTube algorithm just sort of recommend our content to other people so that we can actually grow this audience and help other traders as well. So like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. We do love and appreciate each one of our members. Very much so. We try and get active in the Discord community whenever possible, whenever life allows me to be in there. Let's see here. 5 minute did put in a yellow candle on TTM. It's flashing back and forth between red and yellow. Now, let's check out the NQ real fast. I know we don't normally trade the NQ here. On a 5 minute chart. NQ 5 minutes been pulling back pretty heavily. It's mirroring the don't enter. There we go. Kind of mirroring the ES right now. Let's check out the NQ on a 20-second chart. Currently on pullback, but 5,200 crosses inbound. 13,005 and 13,020. So they're about $15 apart, but it would look to me as if they operate faster on the NQ. I've not used this on the NQ. 50 EMA is dropping though. 13,020, 13,005 and a quarter. It drops about 50 cents every 20 seconds, it looks like. 13,019.5. The other one's at 48. Yeah, I dropped 48 cents, while the other one at 13.05 almost stayed kind of where it's at. Did drop slightly, but not much. So the NQ actually looks like it actually has a trend reversal inbound on this crossover, which looks, if it's dropping 50 cents a minute and it needs to hit 13,004, that means it's what, $14 diverged. I'm gonna call it, yeah, we'll just say 14. And it's dropping $1.50 per minute. Puts it at about 9 minutes out for a potential trend reversal on the NQ. On the ES, on the 20-second chart, we're at 41.48 and 41.46. And so we're about $2.40 away from each other. If I'm seeing things right, my lines are at a buy score or buy zone. Just never sure. I totally understand. I think it's like, I think if you're too sure in trading, it could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Let me get rid of this NQ because I don't really want to trade it, but that crossover looks enticing. I kind of stick with the ES a lot because I just think it's a little bit more predictable for me. And I traded the NQ for months, and I did really well on it for a while, and then I just stopped doing well on it. Started doing really poorly. That seemed like a nice short, actually, off the 9 EMA. This was a very nice short here. Off the 9. EMA is at 46, still on the decline. While the 200 is at 48.50, still also on the decline. The original prediction that I had at 8.45 was the trend reversal. I no longer really stand by that prediction at this particular point in time, because it is only about a couple minutes away. But we ended up rejecting this area here, and because of that rejection, that kind of takes away that move, and actually, things look a lot more bearish right now. I have a pretty wide gap between the 9 EMA and the current candle. We may look for a pullback up to the 9 and then a short off that. That's about a $2 difference right now. Yeah, lunch rush might be where it's at. I'm gonna zoom out and see if we can see like any patterns at all. When you zoom out, this almost looks like it was a head and shoulders that caused this decline. And so it almost looks like we're creating an upside down head and shoulders. With shoulder 1 here, we're forming the head at the moment, and then we'll likely get some pullback rejection type stuff here. And then a pop-up off of that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing anyway. So this did pull up like I mentioned that it might. And then I mentioned looking for a rejection off the 9 exponential moving average. Didn't look like it actually happened though. Not yet. Whew. Next previous close is 41.39. Dropping all the way down to 42. Lead trader funding, we're only down $64.28 on the day, so we did come back about 450 some odd bucks. Let's take a look. Yeah, total profit is 450, and total loss is actually 425. So we're actually technically gross, we're green on the day, but because of the contract fees at $89.28, that's what's putting us in the red on the day. But our accuracy is 75%, which has been very consistent. I don't trust this right now. This looks like a little bit of a bear flag. What do you guys think? I wonder if we'll pull up to the 9, and then I might try shorting off the 9. There's really not much. Ooh, actually,
Order filled.
Damn, I went short on that, but I saw this yellow candle, and now I don't like it. I'm gonna cut this.
Order filled.
I might fail one of my Apex 50s today. I hope not, but you know, we're only $11 away from failure, so you know, if it happens, it happens. I have another one, just chilling, waiting in the wings. This was a nice pop here. I'm gonna slow down because I can feel some sort of like energy, if you will. I think this is our area of potential for that head and shoulders that I mentioned. But I'm looking more towards 9 o'clock, I think, for the actual trend reversal. But this seems to be, if I pull back to the man, it looks like I could have held through that, but it just, I don't know. The red yellow moves, man, they're sometimes really powerful. So yeah, it looks like the short order worked out. Sometimes the red yellow moves, though, are too powerful. We do have a cyan switch on the 20-second chart. 9 and 12 are kind of battling at the moment. And on approach for a 26 cross. No crossover yet. And I've learned to stop trying to take these before they happen because it's too often that they fail. At least in this bear market. Like, once they actually cross, then it's usually pretty good. But without the actual cross, it's a lot more challenging. Our short would have worked. That's kind of frustrating. I appreciate it on the accuracy statement there, Tiny. It's looking like long now. 9 is above 12. We did get a little cross there. Going for 3 contracts.
Order filled.
At 3 ticks on ETF side. Trying to get out right here at the 50 exponential. The 35 is putting up a little bit too much of a fight. So I might just go for a single tick just because I'm seeing that fight happen right there. Popped up to my sell order but didn't sell. Come on. If we don't see some buy volume come in right now, let's pop up one more tick. Come on. Very tight spread right now. Seller's kind of in control. I think I gotta cut this. Super tight spread. I feel very tense right now.
Order filled.
Okay. Ooh, that was a tense one, man. I only took one tick on that, so we're down 43.52 on the day. I ended up only taking one tick because of this whole pullback section here. It was really kind of scary and sketchy. 9 is getting well above the 12 now, which is good. I think we need to get above the 50 EMA. We're on approach to the lunch hour, so 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock on the east side, and we're diverged $3 on the 5200 cross on the 20-second chart. On the 1 minute side, we've been putting in some yellow candles. The 3 minute side, we're at negative 3.5 on the TTM on some pretty nice yellows. We continue to paint yellows through this pullback here, which tells me that people are accumulating contracts for a larger move. 3 minute has a 5200 downward cross on approach. So does the 5 minutes painting in red to yellow. 1 minute side is still painting yellows. The 200 is still above the VWAP on the 1 minute side. And I think that we're forming an upside down head and shoulders. So right now I think we're on the head, shoulder 1, head, and then shoulder 2. We'll be right in this area. So that's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. This could just reject, like a lot of things tend to do sometimes. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna just go grab a water real fast. BRB. All right, we back. Water and supplements. We're gonna try to get green today in ETF. 20-second looks like it has a little pop coming in. Still watching the 1 minute chart. 1 minute's got a long way to go. This was the support area before here at 42. Chart's going sideways now. There's very tight spread. There's still good volume though, like pretty decent volume. I'm gonna try to take a buy off this support here. 41.75 is the intended entry, but doesn't look like I'm gonna get that. I'll bump to 42.
Order filled.
Right, in at 42, 2 contracts of the micro. I'm going for 5 ticks on Apex side up to 43.25. I'm basing this off of support level, this support level that it showed. That's why I took this trade, and we'll see if it works out. Currently, we're up 3 ticks in it. I'll cut it right there.
Order filled.
Take the profit. In about $5. We're still heavily diverged on 5200 cross, so no move there yet. Nine's below 12. On approach for another potential crossover, which I've rejected all day. $43.09 and $46.35, so $3.30 difference. Quite a lot of difference on the conversions. We may just end up like on a downward trend the whole day because just because like we're really far away from a lot of these crossovers, and the 3 and the 5 are on approach towards downward trend. We'll see what happens. I mean, lunch hour is pretty much now. So we'll see if we get a rush up towards VWAP or something like that. But nine is above 12. Got a cyan switch on the 20-second chart. There's that failure that's been happening pretty much the entire day. Honestly, it's like I would take a short off of it just because it's been so consistent. But then also, at what point does it stop being consistent and actually do what it's supposed to do? And when that happens, will that be the time that I'm in short, you know, and then watch it just rip? So it's too sketchy for me. The 50 EMA is still on the downward approach. That was a nice pop there from 41.50 all the way up to 43.25. Wow. That's some good charge up. Finally broke above the 50 EMA, which we did for a brief moment here. But it's looking strong. Looking strong. I'm going to try to take an entry off 43.50 long. Missed it. Will we get a pullback? All right.
Order
In
filled.
long off 43.50. Looking to get out at 44.25. 9 is above 12. Both of them crossing above the 35. I'm looking for a retest of 45 area. Needed to go up just 1 to 2 more ticks to actually fill our order. Currently on our order now.
Order filled.
All right, we finally got green again in Elite Trader Funding. I tried to take this trade on Apex side, but no such luck. Didn't get the fill. This looks like our trend reversal that we've been waiting for. 9 is above 12 on the 1 minute chart. I'm just gonna leave this order standing here in case it does pull back and fill. I think it's still a good trade, so I'm gonna leave that there for now. We're on approach now. Our next line in the sand is up at 46, and I'm gonna let myself cool off a little bit just because I finally did get green on the day again after fighting back 450 some odd bucks. Even though we were green right off the bat, unfortunately, sometimes it's just the way it goes. Whew. I don't think this is any longer a good trade. So I'm going to exit that. And I'm going to look for an entry off of like 44.50, I think. So that would just be 2 contracts. Oh, actually, no, I did that incorrectly. Here, we'll just join the bid here.
Order filled.
Okay, so we're in 2 contracts at 44.75 on the micro. I'm looking for an exit at 46, which are the 200 moving averages on the 20-second chart. And we only have $10 in trailing, so not a lot available to us. So we have 9, 12, and 26 crossover plus TTM. This looks very strong for a really nice move up. I actually might take another trade on ETF side. 44.75 looks like a good entry point to me. I don't know if I'll be able to get that.
Order filled.
In long 3 contracts at 44.75 that did paint a blue there, which I don't like. But I still think that we have room up to 46. I'm going to put this at a single tick.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. So we're up $73 in ETF. And on this one, we're also just up slightly there. I just filled it just to get out. So we basically made a couple of pennies on that one. It is popping up now to 45.50. And we're getting a cyan candle here. Currently, I'm waiting for the full break, but 35 is above 50. This is looking super strong, looking really good. I'm going to go for like 7 ticks. I'm going to take a little bit of a swing, and you can see we're running into resistance there at the 200 moving average, which is right off 46. 200 moving average is also dropping. So we may see a small, like a slight pullback here. 9 is above 12, 35 is crossing above the 50. The 1 minute chart is cyan switching, and we're running under resistance at the 50 EMA on the 1 minute side. So this pullback, that was the entry I really wanted there, actually. One minute putting in a hammer candle on a flag. 9 is getting above the 35. Has a lot of indicators working for us. I'm going to look to enter on ETF side.
Order filled.
Got an entry at 45 and a quarter, and I'm looking for a move all the way up to 47. So we got to break this this resistance zone, though. Pulling back some. Let's see this rip. TTM's at 1.7, 1.6 right now. A little bit more cool off than I want to see on the 20-second chart. I want to see this rip back up to like 1.5, 1.6 on the TTM. Let's see, 9 is above 12. 26 is above 35. I want the 35 to stay above the 26. 1 minute side. 9 is above the 35. I want to see the 12 cross above it. See a good amount of buyers there at 44.50. We just get back like to break even at the moment. Pulling back. Come on. 9 is now below 12. I may have to cut this, which would really suck because we just got green. I think I need to cut. Let's see. Yeah, we're out.
Order filled.
Back red on the day, down 206.24. And we're not in a trade here, so too bad. It failed the breakout there. Heavy pullback. I think that this pullback is going to pop back up, though. That's kind of my thoughts. I'm going to watch the 20-second chart for this, for red to yellow. $50 is at 48.90, and the other one's at 45.46, or sorry, 43.90 and 45.46. It's about $1.50 diverged. Waiting for red to yellow on the what was this loss here? 45 and a quarter down to 43.50. So that's 7 ticks. So if we do get another trade, it's going to be, and we get 7 ticks, and we're basically going to end up losing money over and above what we had because of fees. Sorry, trying to stay focused on the chart. I did consider shorting off of this 200 moving average. on the 20-second chart, but I didn't take that as that trade because it just is not nearly as effective as it is on like the 1 minute side or something. Yeah, like I think that's probably a big part of it too. just gotta breathe, you know. I want to see this red to yellow on the 20-second chart. I think that would really help solidify this upward move. 1 minute failed. So take a look at the 3 minute. 3 minutes on approach for a science switch, but it's also on approach for a downward cross. $200 still above the VWAP. It still looks bearish to me, honestly. 20-second chart did put in a yellow, so I kind of missed a little bit of it. No move there. At least no long there. 35 dip back below 50. Completely failed the breakout. Rejected on the 50 EMA. If we do trend reverse, we might be looking at like 1030. $42 has been a pretty solid line in the sand. Pretty solid level of support. We'll see if we continue to hold 42. I think if we break below 42, and I don't mean like $1 or something like that, but I think if we break below this area of support, if we break below 40 or so, then I think that we're gonna see a lot of downward momentum, a lot of downward push. 20 seconds still stacking yellow TTMs. Yeah, unfortunately, I did go long there and did end up red. I was green 73 on the day after fighting back from a loss of like $450. And yeah, so it just really was unfortunate because, you know, we fought back to get green, and then we finally got green and pretty much blew it after 2 trades on that downward move. And I just didn't think the 200 was gonna have that much strength behind it for the rejection on the 20-second chart. Normally it doesn't have as much strength without a crossover on the 20-second chart. So that was why I didn't like, that was why I took that long. That, and we were also stacking reasonably well on the because that was like right here. So we were also stacking reasonably well on the TTM on the 1 minute side. 1 minute side now putting in a red candle down here at 42 area. Red candle on TTM is what I meant to say by that. ES is currently down $8.75 of the day at 41.50, 41.25 area. I think a dip below 41. Or a dip below like 41 or 40 or so, I think might cause the rest of the day to just be completely bearish. Obviously we are in a bearish area right now. 50 EMA is now at 42.90, and the 200 is at 44.90. So they're diverged $2. TTM's at 1.1 on the 20-second chart. $35 crossed above 26.
Order filled.
Going long here off 41.25. This might be a bad move considering that is painting red at the moment. I was looking to get out of 43, but I think I might go 42.50. I was really looking for this bounce off support. And this ended up pulling back some. Yeah, we got a bail on that, so we're out on that.
Order filled.
Big loss on that one, so that really puts us down again on the day, back at down 560. So at this point, I don't think I should take any more longs. It just kind of doesn't feel safe, honestly. That was a rejection off the 9 EMA, and this intention for this trade really had a lot to do with trying to take a trade off of the support level of like 41, 42 area. I literally bottom ticked that to get at 41.39. That's crazy. That's frustrating. It's always frustrating when it rips down and you cut it for risk management and then it just rips right back up. That's such a, like, I think it's such a pet peeve of mine about trading as part of the hate side of the relationship there. Just ripped all the way back up to our original entry. So this would have put us out of break even at the moment. Unfortunately, man. Yikes. Trailing max at 531 now. So that's a little frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Especially after how much work we just did. I don't feel ready to walk away yet because I still feel like I got some decisions in the tank. So I'm not going to let it off the hook quite that easily. On approach again, 9 is getting above 12. On approach for a cyan switch. Running into resistance here at the 50 EMA. I'm going to wait for a yellow candle, I think, on the... all right, 1 minute's painting yellow at the moment. I'm going to put a standing order at 42.25 on Apex side. Nine is above 12. Watch out for a rejection here potential. But it's looking better. 9-12 cross.
Order filled.
Got an entry on Apex side. We're going to get in long at 42.75 on ETF side.
Order filled.
Got to fill 42.75. Trying to get out of 44.50. So the exit, the intended exit is right here on the 200 moving average. 9 is above
Order
12.
filled.
Did get the trade on the Apex side. That worked out. I want to see this 9 cross above the 50. That peaked at 43.50 right there. 1.4 on the TTM 20-second chart. Let's get that move up to 44, 45 area. 43.75 now is the line. I'm gonna take this trade off the profit. Made about $100 back on that. I think it's gonna pop, but decided to take the profit and get out. 1 minute side, 9 is beginning to cross above the 12. Okay, right here at the EMA 50. Now, last time this thing rejected. I don't think it's going to reject again, but last time it did. 45 is pretty heavy line. Let me get the market depth up on here. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna look for a bounce off that EMA 50 there. It didn't seem to do anything. We're running into resistance to the 200 moving average. Should have kept the 44.50 on the table. That's okay. I want to see this crossover actually happen now. 9.12 looking good. 35 looking to cross above 50. Did we get that in the past? We did right here. And divergence at 42.80 versus 44.44. Actually, oh, that's cool. All fours. This is looking really good now. We are finally getting above the 200 moving average. Entry off of 44 looks good to me. Should I wait?
Order filled.
Enter long at 44.50 on Apex side. I'm going to get out at 45.75. We get a slight pullback, one more pullback. It doesn't look like it. Trying to get an enter there at 45.25. There's a lot of buy volume there at 45.25. Haven't got an entry yet. Come on.
Order filled.
There we go. 45.25. Trying to get out of 47. 50 EMA is now at 43.25 versus 44.43 on the 200. 9 is crossing above 200 moving average. One more second, we should have the 12 cross above the 200. There we go. It did happen. All right, 35 did cross above 50. 9 is above 12. Both of them crossing above the 200 moving
filled.
average. That's looking good. Looks like we got the trade on the Apex side. Trying to get out of this at 47. Up top there, 46. I don't like that the TTM has been on pullback, or rather cooling candles, for the last few seconds. But on the 1 minute side, they're on stacking candles. So 43.50 on the 50 EMA and 44.44 on the 200. I want the 200 moving average to stay where it's at, and the 50 EMA to continue stacking up. 9 and 12 diverging well away from the 200. That's what we want to see. We want to see cyan on the TTM now. That's the next real big thing that I want to see. 15 seconds left on this candle. This is a new fresh 20. TTM's at 2.2 at the moment. Our entry is off of 45.25. I'm looking for this full range. TTM still at 2.2. I'm looking for this full range at 47. I'm going to cut it here.
Order filled.
Might tap 47. I took it off at 46.50 for like a 5-tick move. Might tap 47 or so. I'm not sure. I think it will. There's 47 right there. Looks like I probably could have got the trade, but I took it off a little bit early because of I saw a lot of sell orders up there at 47, and so I just wanted to take that preemptively a little bit ahead of time. And the other thing is that the TTM has been on this cool here. Granted, very minimal cooling, which is good for our actual trend reversal, but still some cooling down. So we may get a pullback down to like 45 area, maybe 46. But right now, the 50 is very close to on approach to the 200 moving average. So 35 is also crossing above the 200 moving average. But if you notice, the 26 simple moving average, this white line here, is crossing above the EMA 35, which may indicate some pullback inbound. And so I'm really grateful that I took this off, even though I could have probably got the full 47. I know I could have, because this peaked at 47.50. So I know I could have got the 47. It's another 2 ticks. Would have been another $75. That's okay. We're still down 293.96 after coming back from 450 down, and now after coming back from 560 down. So we still have work to do. Our accuracy is high, but our losses have been big. Has been a consistent issue with my trading. The risk management aspect of things just needs to get slightly better. I need to somehow figure out how to make sure that I'm not I'm keeping that 1-to-1 ratio, but I'm also not overcutting trades, which is a big issue as well. Total loss is 1,025. Total profit is 937.50. The gross P&L currently at 293.96 after $206 in fees. Got a nice rip back up there, a bounce off the 9 exponential. Missed quite a bit of the, do you think using the 20-second chart hurts you more than it helps you? What seems like big moves aren't really on the 22nd. The 22nd it's a newer thing that I've been doing. And I've had some, yeah, I know, right? Stupid fees. I've had a reasonable amount of success on it. I think it helps me more than it hurts me. I was trading mainly on the longer time frames in the past, and I've I don't know, I've had pretty good results trading with the 20-second chart. So I think it helps me more than it hurts me, but I also understand where you're coming from as well. Where on certain days it can hurt me more than it helps me. I try to make it a habit to check multiple time frames. That was a very nice bounce off of 45.75 up there to 47. I'm going to reduce this off of 7 ticks down to 3. Double top there at 47.25 or 47.50. Checking the 1 minute side. I think this is going to act as a little bit of resistance. Look for a pullback to about 46. TCM at 4.0. We've gotten some cool off for a while here. I'm going to look for a bounce maybe off of this 9 exponential. There it was. It's a little late. Doing the bid here.
Order
Enter
filled.
long off 47.25. I'm looking to get out of 48. Kind of some indecision here. I don't like the indecision. I'm just going to put it out like a single tick. Popped up to my sell, but no fill yet. Keeps tapping my sell order. Over and over, tapping that sell order at 47.
Order filled.
There we go. We got that. It's a very small trade. Just 37.50 in profit. I took that base off the TTM stack on the 20-second chart, as well as the 9 EMA bounce. Although this would have been a better entry down here, directly off the 9. Checking the 1 minute side. Apex account is at 37 on the trailing max, and down 17 on that account. We don't belong. TCM on the 1 minute at 4.4. The 200 moving average is still above the VWAP, so it still looks kind of bearish to me. I just think that we're in a bullish move at the moment, but it still looks bearish to me on the day. I think you need to see the 200 get below the VWAP on the 1 minute chart. Look in the 3 minute side. 3 minute side actually getting a 912 cross with a cyan switch. We get a downward cross with moving averages, 5,200 as well, but that's looking decent. So looks like I could have held this for a pretty good trade. It's pulled up to 48.50. Getting some pullback now. The 26 is beginning to diverge from the 35, kind of decently on the 20-second chart. The 3 minute side is stacking up on TTM. 9 is above 12 with the 1226 crossover. But watch out for this resistance here at the 200 moving average right there at 48. This could reject pretty heavily off here, and if it does, I think we would see a pullback to around 45. If it rejects here, it doesn't look like it's rejecting. Like, honestly, it looks like it's still stacking up, but you never know. Pulling back to the 1 minute chart, which has been on a straight rip for a while. I think that we need a pullback, personally. That's my sentiment on this. And there's finally a cooling candle on the 1 minute. 35 is crossing above the 50, so this does look good for longer term. But I want to see a pullback to like 45 or 46. I think 46 is the better area, honestly. But even if we pulled all the way back to 45, we would just be just above the 50 exponential, which would be perfect. That's honestly what I would like to see in terms of some actual pullback momentum here. In fact, I'll put a standing order at 46 on Apex side. I don't know if we'll pull back that far, but I kind of would like to see like a 3 minute pullback. Currently, we're at the 9 exponential. Pretty good amount of buy orders there at 46.75. NQ's not bad fees wise. I'm gonna try to take a long off 47. Realize that my charts aren't showing. I am long off 47. I'll pull my charts back up in just a moment. Eagle showed up. Yeah, that is actually a nice eagle. We've been talking about this eagle trade strategy all last week. It seems like honestly a pretty dope strategy. Like if you can capitalize on it. We're in long off 47 in the micro. on Apex side. Let me pull this chart back up. There's our entry there off 47, and this popped up to 47.75. Trying to get a 48.25. Jumping back over to Elite Trader funding side. Wow, that is a lot of sell orders inbound there. I'm gonna actually exit this trade.
Order filled.
We did get out with a little micro profit on that, but that was just a lot of sell orders there all at once. So that's why I decided to cut that. This was a pretty nice entry though off 47. On the 20-second chart, that's a bounce off the EMA 35. There's also a yellow candle inbound there. I'm trying to get my charts right. Trying to enter long on ETF side. Looking for an entry at 47.75. We just missed that entry, unfortunately. It was a very nice looking move, though. Big rip up now. Getting a cyan switch on the 20-second chart. I think this is going to be a breakout zone.
Order filled.
Enter long off Apex on 48.50. Looking for a test of 50. There's a good amount of resistance there at 49.25. A lot of sellers. Popped up through it.
Order filled.
Exited the trade on Apex with a little bit of profit. Down 14.12 on Apex. Still down to 73. I kind of missed this whole area. I tried to take a trade through here, but just didn't get a fill. We're at 9:30 area, so we're on approach for 9:45. We're still streaming. Yeah, we're good. So I got a good like 40 minutes or so. The Eagle wins again. Yeah, that's a new strategy to me. So I'm not going to be accurate with that. Like honestly, they kind of scare the crap out of me. Frankly. This one I tried to take off of 47 area and just couldn't get the fill. It's a really nice move though. One minute side, still on cool on TTM. 200 moving average is still above the VWAP. We got about 30 seconds left in this candle. I want to see, like, I guess I want to see the 200 moving average work its way below VWAP. The 200 moving average on the 20-second chart, though, is actually moving upward, not downward. Could be a nice little bounce off the 9 exponential on the 20-second chart. TTM's at like 1.4. I don't trust this area though, just because we're at like 49.50, basically $50, like 41.50 resistance zone. So I can't really allow myself to get swayed on, I don't know, like being like, oh gosh, it's gonna rip. So We've also put in like 3 moves here, so I think that we may need some cooling off period. There was this ego pattern here. This is the pattern that we've been talking about this week, or last week rather. And that was move 1, then move 2, then this is move 3. So after 3 moves, you guys know that I typically try to let it cool off, and I think it needs to cool off. And I think that we have resistance here at 4150 area, and so I think that some cooling down, maybe pulling back. Right now we pull back to the 12 EMA, so we could bounce off that. But I actually think that some pullback to about 47 seems reasonable, frankly. 50 EMA is on approach towards the 200 SMA on the 1 minute side. 200 SMA is working its way down too, which is great. That was a nice bounce off the 12 moving average at 48, all the way up to 49.50, where it has hit resistance several times. I think we're going to break through this resistance soonish. That's kind of my thought, because it does look like we're still charging up. I see more buyers than sellers. It's looking good. We tapped above it for a second. There was a little eagle pattern there on the 20-second chart. Pulled all the way down to the 26 SMA and bounced off that. A lot of sellers there at 41.50. Be careful. 1 minute TTM has pulled back to 2.27 off of its high at 4.5. So that's a pretty good amount of cool off there. About 2 points. Taking a look at the 3 minute chart, which is putting in a flag pattern right now. TTM is still stacking upward on the 3 minute chart, and the 5200 crossover is pretty close. They're riding alongside each other. It currently is in a downward cross, but I don't think that makes too much of a difference because they're only 24 cents apart. So it's not really that big of a deal. This could easily just cross right back up and continue moving upward. Still running into resistance there, 49.50. So that's kind of the line in the sand at the moment. 5 minute candle, 5 minute chart. Actually getting a 912 crossover with a cyan switch. So this looks really great for like a pullback zone here. I got 2 contracts sitting on the micro at 49 on Apex side. Looking to take advantage of this 5 minute breakout. Look forward at 9:45. I think that we're going to get a nice big rip up.
Order filled.
So we did get an entry at 49. This has room down to about 48. And upwards, I actually think that there's a lot more potential. I think that we can go up to like 51. Put a seller at 50.75. Looking for a 5 minute breakout. This actually seems like a reasonable entry point here, but taking a look at it on the 20-second chart, it's a little, yeah, I don't know. It seems like a decent pullback entry. It would be a bounce off the EMA 35, but there is a downward cross there. So I think that we need to consolidate slightly for another minute or two. And then I think that we'll get this bounce. I might just enter right here, though. Called the praying mantis move. I love all these names, dude. I feel like I'm in a kung fu movie. Like the praying mantis, known for its immense power. I think that I love those old kung fu movies. I don't know if anybody was ever into those, but I am. I honestly think it was Wu-Tang that got me into those, man. Any Wu-Tang fans out there? Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. Got no ways to hide once I stepped inside the womb. Back to doom, prepare for the boom, bam. Oh man, I slam. Currently down 1250 in this trade on Apex side. I'm looking for that 5-minute breakout. There is 5-minute stack on the TTM. 9 is above 12. This does look good for a breakout, but running into resistance at that 49.50 area and running into resistance at the 50 EMA on the 5-minute side. There is a 5-minute flag here, but you know, on the 20-second chart on the ETF, I'm going to look for a red to yellow move. We're dropping below the 50 EMA though, and so I think I just need to cut this trade on Apex side. I thought that 5-minute breakout would work. It's not dead yet, but the trade's pretty close to being dead. Nine is below 12, crossing below 35 on the 20-second chart. And I'm going to jump to the 1-minute chart on ETF or on Apex. 1-minute chart is kind of, yeah, I might end up actually cutting this. I was taking this trade based on the 5-minute chart, but reasonable support there of 47.50. There was a one quick close yellow on a 20-second chart, but that's not enough to take a trade off of. I think we need to get above the 50 exponential. There's a lot of resistance, a lot of seller resistance there at the 50 as well. Join the bid here.
Order filled.
In at 48, long on ETF. 3 contracts. I'm looking for a move up to 49.25. So that's what we're looking for. Hopefully we don't just reject right here. Ten seconds left in this 20-second candle. In a little mild resistance there at 48.25. TTM's at 0.8 on the 20-second chart. I want to see it go to like 0.75 or so. And even a cyan switch would be amazing. There's 0.6. That's awesome. That's what we want to see. Nine is still below 12. So for this peak at 48.50, offer entry at 48. 0.56 on TTM now. We're going for 5 ticks on this trade with 3 contracts. We just need another 1 tick. We're at 49. TTM's at 0.25. We are 1 tick away. Tapping our sell order. No fill yet.
Order filled.
There we go.
Order filled.
Nice. Okay. So now we're down 102.50 or 102.44 on the day. There's the test of 49.50. We got that trade on ETF. Apex, our entry was 49. So we're still in this trade at the moment. And we just got a nice pop up there to 50.50. And this is looking good. This is on the 1 minute. We're getting a fresh cyan candle. Let's see if we get a test of the VWAP at 51.25. Currently hitting 50 at the moment. I'm gonna cut this,
Order
take the
filled.
profit, made 3 ticks on that. Definitely a lot more opportunity in that trade, but it's okay. We're only down to $8.70 now on Apex side. I'm gonna switch to my Apex 50K account for my other one, and I'm gonna look for just see if I can get a 3-tick trade. I'm gonna look for a pullback to like 49.25. I'll put an entry at 49.50. I have like a 1 minute pullback. I was trying to get in at like 49.50, but it just doesn't seem to be hitting that. So I'll bump it up to 50, 41.50. There's only like a couple seconds left in this candle.
Order filled.
Enter long at 41.50. It looks like it might reject. I realized I just entered this on the micro. Maybe that's actually better for me.
Order filled.
Entered long on ES at 49.25, and I'm looking to get out at 41.50. So I'm looking for a little bounce on this 3-minute pullback. Just basically a bounce off the 90 EMA, but it actually looks like it's kind of exhausted here. So I may just look for like a 1-tick move. We're only in 2 contracts on Apex. On we're in 2 on the micro and 2 on the mini. Just need to see a little bit of a push up, not much.
Order filled.
All right, we got that trade on we got that trade on Apex. I'm just gonna cut that other one. Maybe. Why is it not cutting?
Order filled.
That was weird. We are technically in profit, $1.92, but it didn't cut that other the micro trade, so it like had more of a chance to pull back. Good group from the word though. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was such a huge fan of Wu-Tang Clan when I was a kid. And I still listen to them to this day. I think one of the reasons why I really liked them a lot was they're very lyrical. You know, uh like it was a lot like there was like no party rap. And I just wasn't into party rap really. Like it was just more like lyrical, like a lot of stories, messages, um, you know, like obviously they got their, their most popular song called Cream. It's like, I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side, staying alive. There's no job past second hands. Mom's bounced that old man. So then we moved to shallow land. And it's kind of this whole story about more or less getting out of poverty. And it's a dope ass, like, it's such a dope track. Um, let's see, 921, tight right now. My C9 go below and show bearish. That's I'm also thinking the same too, Pawn. Like I think that it's kind of exhausted here at this moment. I think it needs some time to kind of consolidate and recover. It feels a little exhausted. Plus 4150 is very much like a strong line in the sand. So I think it just needs time to pull back. Oops, let's see, ETF. So we're up slightly in our in one of our Apex's accounts. We're down slightly in our other Apex account, and we're down slightly in Elite Trader Funding. I think that we're down $100 in the ETF, but I think that one of the most challenging things of the day was really just that we worked our way back from being down 450 back into profit. Started off in profit, then worked our way down to 450. Then worked out of that hole, made positive 73, only to get negative 560 and work our way out of that hole as well. So, and we have really high accuracy. It's very evident that we need to reduce our losses. Really, is the biggest thing, is just taking smaller losses on the day. I think that's the most important aspect of this. But it's been just pretty challenging sometimes to do that. I don't know why I can't pull my my results on the day. That's weird. All right, coming up for another test of the 4150 resistance area. Nice little pop there. 9 is above 12. And we'll see if we get a 1226 crossover. I would like to see a pullback to 4950. There is the rejection off 4150. And let's see. 4950 seems like a pretty reasonable entry. There's a little cyan switch. 9's above 12. No crossover on the 26 yet, and I don't want to take that because we've had quite a few false breaks on that. A few seconds left on this candle. See what the next one does. All right, we'll enter here. Looking for an entry on 49.75. 3 contracts. I'm looking to get out of 51. That actually feels too aggressive to me. I'm going to look to get out of 50-50. Nope.
Order filled.
Got out of 50.25. Looks like 50-50 might have worked, but I just wanted to lock the profit. So got 2 ticks on that. Down 44.18 on the day now. So we're almost back to flat. But man, what a struggle! Like what a fight today, you know. Like I said, I felt like today was required to be extraordinarily methodical. Our accuracy is 80% today. We did break over the 80% marker, 80.95% accuracy. That is awesome accuracy. We've only taken 4 losses, but our losses totaled out to over a G. And our profit technically is 1237. So in theory, we're profitable, but with fees, we're still in the red. So I think we've done really great trading today. It's just that our four losses that we took were just too heavy of losses to really maintain the profitability. And that's on that risk management that I've been talking about all month, that I'm really, really working pretty heavily on. But the question a lot of times is like, what's the pullback ratio that I need to allow myself to be there? Because a lot of times it'll pull back, I'll cut it once it hits my risk, and then it'll just rip right back up. And so it's a lot of times those types of situations that put me that make it difficult to be profitable. Getting weird divergence, price down, but 9 turning up. Yeah, let's see. My 9 is showing that slightly also. Only a couple more minutes left in the day. Just taking a look at the market news. I honestly forgot to check it today. There was nothing scheduled today. So it's really just traders, honestly, just going based off of price movement, I think. Tomorrow, though, we got the Case-Shiller Home Price Index. We got new home sales and consumer confidence. Those are really important, and they're all kind of dropping on the same day, especially with the consumer confidence one. I think that that one's going to be incredibly important. Here we're at 10 o'clock. All right, so I think that we're about a half an hour out from a actual trend reversal that will get above VWAP. At least that's my assessment based off the 5,200 moving average on the 1 minute chart, and then also off of this sort of resistance and consolidation area. You can see that we rejected that 200 moving average right there twice now. And so I think that we're just going to consolidate here around the 50 zone before actually getting a breakout in likely about a half an hour is my guess. We've been getting a lot of trend reversals around 10:30 today, like this last month or so. So it stands to reason that it will continue on today. But here we are at 10 o'clock. Puts us at 1 o'clock on the east side. One minute chart, 9 is getting below 12, and we're pulling back down to the EMA 50. We may pop here at the 50, like if the 50 holds support. Otherwise, this kind of looks bearish to me, but there's a good amount of buyers there at 47.75 off the 50 EMA. Now 9 is below 12, and it's crossing below the 26. So this whole section here looks bearish. This section here looks bullish. This section here looks in between. So kind of some indecision, I think, in the market at the moment. 200 SMA on the 1 minute side going down to 50.62 while the 50 is at 48. Did bounce very nicely off of off the 50 EMA. It was right there at 48. We bounced up 5 ticks or so. Coming in for another test here of the 200 moving average, which is there at 50.50. I'm going to join the bid here off of 49 if we can get in on Apex side in the micro. Kind of running without us. So I'm going to jump over to Elite Trader Funding side. Take a look at it. There's the red to yellow on the 9, or on the 22nd. Why did I say the 9? So I was thinking 9 EMA, which is currently about to cross above the 12. Last time we tapped 50.50 as the high, and our peak is 50.75, and the 200 moving average is there at 50.50. Rejected on that. Rejected at 49.50, pulled down to 48. which is where the 50 exponential is. It's kind of a moment of truth area for the ES for the day, I think. By the way, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Also, y'all, if you're trying to earn funding in the futures market, you may want to check out Apex Trader Funding or Elite Trader Funding. Apex does offer Trade of 8 and Trading now, so that does really open it up to a lot of different traders. Because NinjaTrader is an amazingly powerful software, but it can be pretty challenging to use. Trade of 8 and TradingView are a little more user friendly, but there is a coupon code inside here. I believe they're still offering 90% off for your first month, which is just crazy because a 50K account you can get for just under 20 bucks. So it's absolutely just an incredible deal. Allows you 10 contracts with a micro $3,000 profit target with a $2,500 trailing drawdown. It's a lot. After your first month at 90% off, then it goes to 80% off. So you're just under 40 bucks for a 50K account. It's just absolutely worth. My own personal opinion, I think it's worth it. So there's a link in the description for Apex. There's also a link in the description for Elite Trader Funding, which is the other one that I'm also working on as well. And personally, I think that the 25K on up is one of the best values there is. But I'm working on 50K and a 100K static evaluation right now. So link in the description for those. They will lock in a lifetime discount for you until you pass your funding as well. So, and of course, guys, we do have access to our Discord community where we have a lot of amazing traders like Tiny, who seems to be getting better each and every day in her trading. And Tiny, good job on that. I love your dedication, your inspiration to the craft, and I really, really appreciate that. But we also have amazing traders like Pond, who is wonderful at technical analysis and sends me screenshots all the time of some technical analysis stuff that I don't see a lot of times in the chart. And so that's one thing I really love about the Discord community, is that we get the opportunity to work with different traders and sort of see their perspectives and get sort of an understanding of what other people are seeing on the charts, because we can only see so much, do so much. So I love that. So join up in our Discord community. It's free. 3-minute chart, getting some pullback on the TTM as we approach into the 10 o'clock hour. In the 10 o'clock hour, we surge more for the ES test, the V wap. Dun, 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 So this 5-minute breakout did sort of happen a little bit, basically for the test of the VWAP there, but it more ran into resistance to that 200 moving average on the 1-minute side. One minute still on pullback. I think the 1 minute needs a red to yellow move as we're consolidating in this area here. Probably gonna go ahead and shut it down there. I don't know if we managed to get green on ETF. I don't think we did. I think we're still down like 40 bucks. Yeah, down like $45. But we are running out of time on the stream, so probably gonna go ahead and shut it down there. I'll see you guys in the group. Wedge here breaking down. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the breakdown myself. I'll see you guys in the group. Running out of time on the stream, so thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, y'all.